going on, guys? JSGC Football here, and we are here for another Premier League transfer update, our weekly series running, and this is my recap of everything that's happened since my last update, a couple of days before deadline day, and everything that's happened on deadline day. It's our last episode of the January-Winter 2023 transfer series for you guys to enjoy. We're going to go at a rapid pace because we've got a lot of players to get through. So the first player that we're speaking about in my last video, Anthony Gordon, he has now signed for Newcastle United from Everton for an undisclosed fee. The signing went through whilst I was editing up my last transfer update. Fabrizio Romano has said £40 million plus £5 million in add-ons is the total fee. He signs on a long-term deal. Official announcement didn't mention a number, which I find particularly strange, but there we go. Now, Weston McKennie, the USA international, he has left Juventus and he has joined Leeds United on loan until the end of the season. Joao Gomes has signed for Wolves from Flamengo from South America on a permanent basis. The 21-year-old Brazilian central midfielder signs for £15 million and signs until 2028. And they also have an option of an extra year for Wolves as well, adding a young quality player in Joao Gomes. Now, Djed Spence has left Tottenham Hotspur and he has joined Rennes on loan until the end of the season. Diego Llorente has left Leeds United on loan and signed for AS Roma in Serie A in Italy until the end of the season on deadline day as well. There's a lot of loans in here. Harry Soutar has joined Leicester City from Stoke City for £15 million, which could rise to as high as £20 million. Jonjo Shelvey has signed for Nottingham Forest on a permanent contract, signs on a 2.5-year deal from Newcastle United. In a particularly strange transfer, Keylor Navas, former Champions League winner, of course, with Real Madrid and PSG's goalkeeper, or was playing rotation with Donnarumma. He has joined Nottingham Forest on loan until the end of the season from PSG. I presume Nottingham Forest are paying all of his wage. There's no option to buy in there. Dean Henderson has picked up an injury, and so Keylor Navas is going to be Nottingham Forest's new goalkeeper, which I found particularly interesting. Now, Aaron Ramsey, he has dropped to the Championship on loan from Aston Villa. He has signed for Middlesbrough, who are doing very well in the Championship right now. Matt Doherty has had his Spurs contract mutually terminated, and he has joined Atletico Madrid on a permanent deal until the end of this season. A 6-month deal. Was also a particularly strange transfer on transfer deadline day. Felipe has joined Nottingham Forest, who have been very busy, not just in the summer, but in the winter on deadline day as well. How many players have they signed since getting promoted to the Premier League? It's massive. It's a massive number. But anyway, Felipe has joined Nottingham Forest from Atletico Madrid on a permanent basis. That was for an undisclosed fee. Sasa Lukic has joined Fulham from Torino in Serie A on a permanent basis too. Again, another undisclosed fee. A big loan transfer went through on transfer deadline day. Joao Cancelo, one of the most consistent fullbacks in the Premier League, plays for Manchester City. He's left City after an apparent falling out with Pep Guardiola and has signed for Bayern Munich on loan until the end of the season. They have an option to make that signing permanent for €70 million. Now, Jorginho has left Chelsea on transfer deadline day and he has joined Arsenal for £12 million. His contract was up in the summer. Chelsea cashing in and Arsenal getting themselves a cracking central midfielder, signing on an 18-month deal. Surprising, swapping London for London. There we go. Good signing that for Arsenal, though. Jorginho, a solid signing. Pedro Porro, his transfer to Tottenham Hotspur after a bit of a rollercoaster ride has gone through. He signed on loan until the end of the season, but Spurs do have an obligation to buy to make that transfer permanent for £39 million in the summer. Man City, who Pedro Porro played for, City did have a buyback clause, which City chose not to activate for £17 million. He instead has signed for Spurs for £39 million in the summer. City did put a sell-on fee as part of the deal that took Porro to Sporting Club de Portugal, and so City are going to get 30% of that transfer, which works out at just under £12 million. Now, Marcel Sabitzer has joined Manchester United on loan until the end of the season from Bayern Munich. This signing was done due to Christian Eriksen's injury, and as far as I'm aware, there isn't an option to buy for Manchester United. And finally, the biggest transfer of transfer deadline day and the biggest transfer of the January-winter 2023 transfer window and the biggest transfer of the season of the 2022-2023 season, and the most expensive British transfer ever, the most expensive Premier League transfer ever, got across the line. We're still waiting for formal official announcement. Benfica have already confirmed this, though, that for €120 million, the release clause of Enzo Fernandez has been met. Benfica have agreed to the transfer, and Enzo Fernandez is going to sign for Chelsea for €120 million, which works out at £105 million. Chelsea paying £40 million upfront fee, and the rest of the money, £65 million, going to be split over 6 instalments, which I think is going to be paid over 2 years, which has been confirmed by Fabrizio Romano. That is a massive statement by Chelsea and a massive signing. It's taken their total spend since they got a new owner past Roman Abramovich to over €600 million. And people have been calling on financial fair play. Chelsea, flexing their financial power, cannot stop spending. However, suffering a fair bit, taking a risk here in the hope that they'll be able to get the creme de la creme, so to speak, of Champions League football for next season. Massive risk. Enzo Fernandez is a quality player, so it's a quality signing for Chelsea. Will they be able to make it work out? It's all fine and well spending all this money and bringing these players in, but have they got a system? And you've got Enzo Fernandez, one of the most upcoming best central midfielders in the world, coming to Chelsea, and he's going to be working under Graham Potter. Now, I think Graham Potter's a decent manager, but surely a player like Enzo Fernandez will have been wanting to be working under one of the best managers in the world, and right now Graham Potter isn't one of the best managers in the world. Instead, managers like Erik ten Hag, Pep Guardiola, Carlo Ancelotti over at Real Madrid, Jurgen Klopp's done a brilliant job, in particular in European football and the conquest with Liverpool, some of the greatest footballing brains out there. A lot of these managers also in the Premier League too, and Enzo Fernandez is working with Graham Potter instead. Is it a Graham Potter signing, or is it just a Chelsea signing? And how did they make it work? It's a lot of money to be spent. Are we looking at João Felix 2.0 in terms of a big fee being paid to Portuguese club to bring a player in and all of a sudden struggle to adapt? Let's not forget Benfica spent £50 million on Enzo Fernandez in the summer and profiting now a massive amount of near enough £90 million, which I think there's a sell-on fee included by River Plate, who Benfica signed Enzo Fernando from. And it's going to, I think they're getting £37 million, which works out as River Plate's most expensive sale. It might be one of South America's most expensive sales ever for a player that isn't playing in South America, doesn't play for the club. It's just from a sell-on fee for a player that's just so damn expensive. But Enzo Fernandez is a Chelsea player, a massive statement sent out by Chelsea, flexing their financial power in the most expensive British Premier League transfer ever, breaking Man City's record of £100 million for Jack Grealish. The record now stands at £105 million for Enzo Fernandez to Benfica, signing for Chelsea. So there we go, that's me signing out for the Premier League weekly transfer updates. We'll be doing the series again in the summer for you guys to look forward to, so if you want to stay up to date with all things transfers, subscribe to the channel. We're also running plenty of other football content and vlogs and things for you guys to enjoy. We've got a video coming up actually this weekend, next weekend as well, so plenty of content for you guys to look forward to, so subscribe if you haven't already. Go and check out our social media and other channels and everything. The links and details there in the description. Leave a thumbs up too if you do enjoy this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll see you all again real soon. So that's my Premier League weekly transfer update series running throughout the winter January 2023 transfer window. Complete, done, dusted, transfer window shut. And I'm signing out. So I've been JSGC Football. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. Peace. Ciao for now.